Oh, guys, listen, I've got in, I'm back home, went for a little bit of a lie down, woke up, and I'm tagged in something. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing anyway? Let me know what you're doing in the comment section below. How's your day been? Mine is just severely brightened up. Now, shout out to Ash, who's tagged me in this. If you don't follow him on Twitter, go follow Ash. I'm sure you all know who he is anyway. Hamface, he's back again. Now, look, if you haven't heard this, strap yourselves in, get yourself a sandwich, not corn, nothing else. Get 2 big ham slices, whack them in between the bread, cut out 2 eyes and a big sad face, put a bit of pickle on it, a bit of mayo over it, and chomp on this, everybody. This is your pastime. Chris Wilder, Joel Peru. Now, we don't get the insights, do we? We don't. The club is a closed shop. However, Adam Pope has released the funniest thing. Oh, God. So apparently, Sheffield United. Now, I said last night it was so weird. I was in the pub with my brother. We're having a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of a joke. And I said, do you know what? It'd be funny, wouldn't it? It'd be funny us just slapping Sheffield United about. Because there's been something with Hamface. Again, it seems like any time he's in the division with Leeds, something happens. He just gets a little bit fraught. He gets a little bit angry. So there's something. He gets his verve back, his panache. He's back. It's not Chrissy Wilder of Watford. It's Chrissy Wilder when there was Basham there and Egan and all the lads. And he's got it back. He's got it back. It just feels like when Leeds are in the division with Wilder and with Sheffield United anyway, it just stirs the pot, doesn't it? And it once again, it's happened. So Joel Peru, right, in an interview, apparently, he wasn't aware of any of this, what was going on. So obviously the context, everybody, is that Leeds United apparently, according to Sheffield United and according to the Sheffield Star, of which, look, I was a university student, the Sheffield Star were a highly reputable source in South Yorkshire, really reputable. And certain people who wrote for them were also highly reputable. And obviously these were, they were fed information from the club. But apparently, all of this was false. All of it was false. There was never a bid from Leeds United with Joel Peru in exchange for Gus Hamer. Now, we did say on the channel, this we were live with Brownie when it came out, and we were like, shut this, what? What, Leeds have offered 10 million quid and Peru? Like, the value of that would be potentially above 20 million quid anyway. Like, what? Like, why would that be the case? And Wilder came out afterwards, I remember, and said it was just a silly nonsense bid, you know, Leeds, or he didn't quite mention Leeds, but he said there's been another bid and yeah, no, but want to keep Gus. I've had a conversation with Gus and he's all right, he wants to be at the club, and he came on the other night against Barnsley and had 4 shots on target, and I'm happy with Gus. It's like, oh God, he's off again. He's rattled again about something. So, anyway, context applied. Peru had no idea about this, and he's come out and essentially said this, and apparently, or somebody's asked him about it, and it's been reported. But apparently, there's so many key bits in here. Apparently, Peru didn't know who Chris Wilder was. And apparently, this was all stirred up by Sheffield United to veer Leeds away from Gus Hamer. And it was false. It was all falsified rumours. So I'm not saying that the journalist who reported this, who will remain unnamed on the Sheffield United Star, the Sheffield Star, might as well be the Sheffield United Star, the Sheffield Star, was, you know, giving false information. I'm not saying that he could have been, but I'm not saying that he is doing that. What I am saying is this is hilarious how they've tried to cultivate a story to get Leeds off the trail when it comes to Gus Hamer. And apparently Wilder said if they sold him to Leeds, he'd walk. And apparently this was all because, I have to keep saying apparently, but this was all because he was fragile about Bogle and he was so upset about Leeds getting Jayden Bogle. And it's just making this fantastic pot of stew A perfect Sheffield United versus Leeds United stew. And as I said, I put out a tweet last night. I knew nothing of this. It was just, all of this, rumours, and I think Chris Wilder's fantastic for football because he's so invested, and you can just tell he viscerally hates Leeds United. And that, as a Leeds fan, it genuinely melts my heart because we are one of the most hated clubs in the country. Everybody hates Leeds. It's the saying, everybody knows it. But when this guy is emitting the fan response on a professional level as well, when he won't say it, but he just can't stand us. He hates Leeds. And that Bogle thing, oh my God, has irked him so much that their club and Wilder and the group behind it just started a rumour that Leeds United had actually gone and offered Joel Peru and 10 million quid to get the services of Gus Hamer. Look, Leeds obviously put the £13 million bid in, but this rumour, and that was factual apparently, but this rumour was all stirred up after the fact to get Leeds off the scent and to keep Gus in the club and to then talk about unity in his Barnsley post-press conference and all this sort of stuff. But how fantastic is that, everybody? And it looks better on us anyway, because if we'd have actually done that, I remember coming out the transfer window and reviewing it and going, yeah, that's a bit weird. Why would we do that? £13 million bid, still a little bit weird. But if we'd have gone, and that was an initial bid, and then we're thrown off the scent, whatever, by Sheffield United saying no. Wilder saying that he'd quit. Wilder said that he quit, handed his resignation if Hamer was sold, which is absolutely hilarious. Because I wonder if it was any other club, if he'd have spat his dummy out that much. But yeah, apparently there was a threat that he'd leave. Unbelievable. And obviously they wouldn't do that. He's in line for a new contract, isn't he? So they didn't want to lose Wilder. So they threw this scent out there. This mad exchange deal, which none of us could believe at the time. It was like, what? Really? Leeds? Really? And because everything, it was actually quite well done by Sheffield United. Because think about it, we were all questioning everything because we weren't learning anything from the club. We were all speculative. Leeds still needed players. So it was that desperation thing. Have we actually done that? And it became believable because we're all chucking hypotheticals out there and scenarios and conspiracy theories about how Leeds were doing X, Y, and Z because we weren't getting it from the official sources. Leeds obviously adamantly denied it. And how brilliant is that? The sequence of events. Peru didn't know, and he doesn't know, who Chris Wilder is. My God. Or he's aware of him now, but he asked at the time, who's Chris Wilder? Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. It's brilliant. And this was all stirred, not just to get Leeds off the scent when it came to Gus Hamer, but it was stirred because Chrissy Wilder is so bitter about Leeds getting Jayden Bogle. Listen, everyone, it's been a laugh. I'll see you very, very soon. I'm nearly on the recovery trail after being on the ale trail. But wow, what a story to brighten up your evening. Chris Wilder and Sheffield United fabricating a story and Peru not knowing who he is. Poor ham face. Like, comment and subscribe. See you in a bit.